very, very exciting day for all of us in Glendale, not just in the Parks and Rec community, but all of Glendale. This is a dream that a lot of people have had since the old pool went away. I want to give you a few facts and figures about this facility. First of all, it's just about a 5,000 square foot community pool with 4 million gallons of water. The deep end is for recreational swimming and lap swimming, and the shallow end will primarily be for children and instruction. The building that you'll get to see in a few minutes is a new 4,000 square foot building that has, of course, all the pool mechanical equipment and a beautiful lobby. The locker rooms are absolutely gorgeous. Two family changing rooms, restrooms, and staff working areas. The shade canopies, when you go in, you'll notice that the shade canopies on the far side, those are also the solar panels that are going to supply almost 50% of the electricity that the site will need. Another feature of this pool versus the old one is the seating areas are going to be inside the pool area so that parents can actually watch their children and not have to find places outside of that area. The pool has the building has a dual plumbing system using recycled water for the toilets and the urinals, and palatable water is used for the showers, faucets, and pools. Currently, this is a gold LEED certified, it is gold LEED certified, and we're working toward platinum certified. And of course, it meets all of the ADA requirements. Now here's, to me, what is really the most amazing part of this facility. We broke ground on this November 11th. The construction was completed on May 13th. George Hopkins and Company, and you'll hear from them shortly, really did a fabulous job. And I think that it really points to not only using a great company, but a great Glendale company. And they were the general contractor, and the landscape contractor was RJM Design Group from San Juan Capistrano. So right now I'd like to introduce my fellow commissioners. Laurel is not here, but we have Dottie Sharkey, Rodney Kahn, and Barton Karpetian. And who's this? Nellie? Nelina. Does anybody want to say anything? Okay. Then we will move right along to the mayor. I'd like to, at this time, introduce Mayor Laura Friedman.
Hi, everybody. I think it's official. The summer of fun has begun, right? Yes. What an amazing day this is, to see this beautiful facility being given to the community so that all of you can enjoy it all summer long. You know, we have a lot of great things to do in Glendale. We have a skate park, and we have miles and miles of open space, and we have beautiful libraries. But I'm going to go out on a limb and predict that this aquatic center this summer is going to be the most used facility in the city of Glendale, because I, looking around, can see that a lot of you are going to be here almost every single day. Is that right? That's right. So before I get started and tell you a little bit about what this pool is going to have to offer, I wanted to introduce a special person in the audience. Former Mayor Rick Reyes is here. Rick, you want to say hi? Here you go. Right there. Hi, Rick. Yay. It's good to see him. So, as Steve told you, this building was completed on time. It was completed on budget. It's a green building. Right now it's LEED Gold, but we're thinking that we're going to be able to get LEED Platinum status for this building. So it's really great in terms of sustainability. It uses solar power, reclaimed water. It's just really the model of what we want our civic buildings to be like. And it's a beautiful building. I just think it's fabulous. When you go inside and you see the mosaic tiles on the ground done by an artist, when you see the gorgeous shade structures, the very comfortable furniture, you're all going to be very happy. So what is this pool going to offer all of you this summer? Well, first, registration begins June 11th, so just next week. This pool can handle over 2,500 users, which is almost double what our pool at Hoover High can offer. This pool is going to be open 7 days a week, so all week long. We're going to have open swim and lap swimming both. There's going to be instructional lessons, so for all of you who want to learn to swim or who want to learn to swim better can do it here. We're going to have lifeguard training and Red Cross training so that you can be a lifeguard or be certified by the Red Cross. We're going to have practice for many of our local teams, like the Glendale Gators swim team, the Glendale Polar Bears water polo team, and we're also going to be a host to other needs in the community. So this will provide summer employment to our youth, so get those applications in if you haven't already. After-school programs, and I hope all of the schools take part in this since this was a joint project with Glendale Unified School District, so a lot of the schools will be using this as well, and there'll be special services and programming for senior citizens. I'm really happy to see all of you today, and I know that you don't want to hear us talk, that you're all waiting to get in the pool. So we're going to move along, and I'll turn this back over to Steve, and hopefully some of my colleagues can talk. You know, I've got my colleagues here today, Councilmember Frank Quintero and Councilmember Ara Najarian. And they have both been real champions of this project. Long before I came on City Council, they were pushing and fighting for this project. Councilmember Najarian, who's a swimmer and whose sons are swimmers particularly, and you can see he's in his bathing suit, so he's ready. He's going to be in there today with the kids, has been a real champion for this pool. And I'd like to ask Ara to come up and then Mr. Quintero to come up and say a few words about the pool.
Well, I don't want to scare anyone, but this isn't my bathing suit. These are my shorts. My bathing suit will be revealed later. 6 years ago, it was during the election cycle, during the campaign, sitting on the dais with about 12 other candidates, the question came from the moderator, what will you do if you get elected to City Council to make Glendale a better place to live? And I thought, and I started out saying something like, I have a dream that one day our children, our adults, our youth, and our infants will be able to come to a facility where we can see the sun sparkling off the crystal blue waters of an aquatic facility where kids can learn to swim, to save their lives, to save others from drowning, to work out, to learn water polo, swimming, diving, scuba diving, kayaking, jazzercise, water aerobics. And it sounded like a dream back then. But today, I've got to tell you, is probably the happiest day of my life since I've been on City Council, and maybe after the birth of my children. To know that the city came together in difficult financial times, and we cobbled together the financing to make this pool a reality, really means a lot to me. What else can this pool do? 10 years ago, I enrolled my son Alexander in the Glendale Aquatics program. Courtney remembers him and Ryan remembers him. He was just a little kid, about 5 years old. He caught the swimming bug then, and he continued with swimming up to this day. And just last week, because of his swimming and his dedication to and commitment to a sport, he got a call from the head swim coach at the U.S. Naval Academy, and they'd like him to attend and be a swimmer there. And that can happen to every one of your kids. It's not just a body of water, it's a way of life. and it's a development program for the whole community. I am so happy. Thank you to everyone, staff, Jess, George, who's gone, Dave Ahern, Hago, Peter, all the engineers and administrators, and George Hopkins for making this a reality. I'm so happy. Bless you all. Let's have a great time in the pool.
I was supposed to swim today, and as you can see, I'm not prepared, but I've got a little bit of a flu going. So, well, a long time ago, before I was elected to the city council, and we were sort of working on this whole project, I realized that they were going to do away with the pool. So I drove by here on a weekend, and on a Saturday and Sunday, I counted once over 99 kids here with their parents, and on the next day over 100. So I was very upset that the pool was taken away. However, this pool far surpasses the older pool, for those of you that remember. So I'm particularly happy for all the little kids. I'm happy for older people like me who are going to get even more healthy in the coming years. I'm going to personally challenge Mr. Najarian to some races, and I'm very, very excited. I can't believe what a great turnout. And like Mayor Friedman said, this pool is going to be overused, I'm sure, not only for the residents of this neighborhood, but for all of Glendale. So congratulations to the staff and everyone that helped put this together. It's a great day for Glendale.
Thank you very much, Mayor Friedman and council members. You're right, Council Member Quintero, this is a great day for Glendale, and we're all very excited. And I think that what shows not only that all of you came out, but we have a lot of city staff and other dignitaries here. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge Suzanne Dunwell, who is the field representative for Mike Gatto, and you have a certificate to give us?
Well, thank you for the introduction. I'm here on behalf of Assemblymember Gatto, and I think that Mayor Friedman got it right today. Summer officially starts in Glendale, and I will not keep you from splashdown, which is imminent, but I would like to congratulate the city of Glendale, and to Assemblymember Gatto would also like to commend the Glendale Community Services Parks Department for their hard work on this project. And I just took the tour, and I'm impressed with every loving detail that went into this project, and love the sign in the manager's office, which says it all. If you're wearing shoes, you're overdressed. So that's the job I want. I think that's really great. So congratulations to everyone, and on behalf of Assemblymember Gatto,
thank you very much.
Many happy swimming days.
Thank you. I sense that we have a lot of kids chomping at the bits to get into the water, and frankly, it's a little intimidating, so I'm going to try to be quick. The Community Services and Parks Department, under the direction and guidance of our City Council and our Commission, is happy and proud to bring this project to this community. It is overdue. At this time, I would like to recognize the lead project team that put this project together, leading off with Dave Ahern, our project management administrator. Yes, Dave leads our capital improvement team, and he does a fantastic job. You all know that every construction project experiences unforeseen or unanticipated problems and issues that have to be worked out, and Dave has the uncanny ability to work out every single problem that arises, and to mediate between the contractors, the architects, the project managers, the inspectors, to resolve all the problems that go into a project. I would like to recognize the lead project manager, Mr. Peter Gerling. There he is back there. And Peter will be following me, giving his own story about what it was like managing this project. I also want to recognize Hagab Kasabian, who is another project manager that assisted on this project and did a great job. Of course, we have to recognize the contractor George C. Hopkins and Gary Hopkins, the president, who, as it's been pointed out, completed the project in about 5 months, which is almost unheard of, and within the budget. So they did an outstanding job, and especially when you consider the rainy season that we had this year, and to get this project done on time was phenomenal. And then finally, I'd like to recognize RJM Design of San Juan Capistrano and Larry P. Ryan, the principal, who designed this beautiful facility and worked with us as part of the project team. Where's Larry? Well, Larry's back there. Thank you, Larry. Great job. And then finally, I want to recognize the departments that work with us in partnership and as team members to deal with all of the issues that need to be dealt with to put this project together. The legal department, and we do have our city attorney here, and Mike Grant, who is our department's legal liaison, who did a great job keeping things on track. Our finance department, who helps us pay the bills and the invoices. I also want to recognize the department's recreation staff, who hired and trained all the lifeguards, who picked all the furniture and equipment and made sure that got in, and who worked with our capital improvement staff to make sure that what we built would be functional. So I want to recognize the recreation staff as well. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to introduce a good friend of mine and someone I've known almost as long as I've lived in Glendale, Ron Farina from the American Red Cross. Ron?
Hey. Good afternoon, everybody. You know, I asked to be here. I wanted to be a part of this opening. I wanted an opportunity to say thank you to the City of Glendale, to the Community Services and Parks Department for the wonderful partnership that we've had over the years. You know, they bring to this city the Red Cross training for the lifeguards and also for the public, the Learn to Swim programs. And we think that's awesome, that they've really endeavored to keep to the highest standards for all of their staff so that you and I can be safe, we can learn to swim, we can feel comfortable in the water, and we can possibly save somebody else's life. I have a certificate of appreciation, if I can call Laura Friedman up here. On behalf of the American Red Cross, we wanted to recognize the City of Glendale and Community Services and Parks Department for their interest and cooperative support of the American Red Cross towards the effective delivery of Red Cross services. You know, our mission is to help save lives and help people to handle emergencies, and that's what the city does by insisting that Red Cross training be a part of this program. Laura, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great summer.
Okay, and now what I'd like to do is very quickly invite all of the city officials, elected officials, city staff, the contractor and architect, so that we can do the ribbon cutting, so that we can get this long line moving into the pool, which is where they all belong. So if everyone would join us for the ribbon cutting, please.